NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Steelers and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, this is as interesting a quarterback matchup as you're going to see. Two guys who have started in and won Super Bowls. Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers, Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs.
And what a fraternity these two belong to. Quarterbacks that have started and won a Super Bowl. Think about it this way, partner. We're approaching Super Bowl 60, so you would think there'd be a whole lot of guys. But really, it's a small list of people who have gotten to the big game and won it. And here we have two of them on the field in this one.
To get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Ray McCloud to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steelers set to go on offense, and it is the big man, Big Ben, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead them.
And what a career we've seen from Ben Roethlisberger. Awfully consistent, tough, durable, strong in the pocket, great leader, a guy who stands in and throws it downfield, and has also added to his game the ability to get the ball out of his hands quickly and let his guys do work downfield.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Again, it's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, That means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Five yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play fake. Mahomes gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 7 yards the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And again, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, rules on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Here's 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
They've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes going to let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Oh, my goodness.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Steelers. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The football will come out to the 25 as McCloud will not return it. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They run the counter. Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Under pressure, they got him again. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Jones, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Second and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Roethlisberger to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Roethlisberger on the draw. It's Harris. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He gets it complete to Harris. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he learned the ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Let's go, fellas. We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. (17-17) the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Mahomes. Pass complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Escaping the pressure right. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also, I mean, sideline that just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.